Okay, recap. Last week we spoke about the dual element, and it was about the child of promise being smuggled across realms to avoid execution. She was smuggled by the guardian under Queen Alisa's orders. We never got to meet Queen Alisa in the first issue, though. If you've read the book, you'd know that. In this next one, the Origin series, we establish her and we follow her on, because she is the center of the entire story going forward. Last week we spoke about the prophecy, we spoke about the realm war, and this week we're going to be going deeper into what happened 2 years leading up to this story. And also I'm going to take you back to the inception of time. The realm war brought about an end to the unity between humans and Orishas. So after the war ended, humans and Orishas went their separate ways. Now humans stayed on Earth. The Orishas moved to the bottom of the ocean. Now the predominant human tribes were the Oduduwa colony. They settled between the Oyo Empire and Ile-Ife. We also have the Igodomido Empire, which is known as the modern day Benin Kingdom. We have the Ngunis. The Nguni is a family tree of modern day Zulu, Xhosa, and most of the South African tribes. We have the Kemets. All this formed the Nubian Empire. Now, when we move outside the Nubian boundaries, we have the Persian Kingdom, the Arabians, we have the Aztecs, the Vikings, the Celts, the Romans, and other kingdoms. Now, at the time where humans and Orishas were living together, it means humans were allowed to marry Orisha. So you would have a household where the father's human, the mother's Orisha, and vice versa. When the Orishas had to move away, there was something called the Sacred Truce that came into play. The Sacred Truce states that a union between Orishas and humans must not be dissolved. It has to stay the same. So the family has to decide, do we stay in the human realm or do we move down to the Orisha plane, which is where the Orishas moved to. So most families opted to go with the Orishas. Some stayed behind, but the ones that stayed behind in the human realm were objected to hate speech, attacks. Sometimes they were hunted by humans. So most of the Orisha families moved down to Orisha Plain. Now Anakumi established something called the Sacred Truce. Now under the Sacred Truce, no one is allowed to cross over from the Orisha Plain to the human realm without a summon from someone on the other side. Now, in between both realms is the realm gate, which is thousands and thousands of miles underneath the ocean. And that rule of law is enforced by the in-betweeners, an ancient water tribe called Mamiwata. I'm not going to go further into that today. So we're going to be speaking about 3 characters today from the book. Since we started with King Anakumi, the Abidna who led the realm's greatest warriors to defeat Oshumari, we're going to speak about his descendant, Abidna the 11th. This Abidna, he's never really fought in any war. He's 10 generations late. However, during his reign, his kingdom, Atlantia, under him is the most influential and strong kingdom in the entire 7 seas. Hence, he's not only the king of Atlantica, but he's known as the king of the entire 7 seas. He's got amazing political prowess. And he's a good ally to have, and in cases where insurgencies arise, he's got amazing battle strategy. So yeah, he's a very strong force to reckon with. However, he likes alcohol because he doesn't have an heir from his marriage, so he goes around sleeping with estranged women, hoping that one of them would give him a suitable heir so that the Bigna claim to the throne of Atlantica can continue. He's married to my second character called Alisa, Queen Alisa. Queen Alisa is from a royal family as well. Her parents are the Quigiris. Her dad is the leader of the Quigiri tribe. I'm not going to go further into that today. Abidna became of age and he had to find himself a wife. So both families, the Quigiri and the Atlanteans, decided, you know what, let's unite our family in order to keep the 2 strongest family in the entire 7 seas together. Alisa had an elder sister, Olok. Now, if you look at her character, you can see that Alisa's got a bit of a Filipino Latino vibe mixed with some African features. I'm not going to go into that today. 4 videos from now, I'll be able to explain further why she is like that, because you can see the Quigiri tribe are African, strong African descent. So her sister though, Olokun, she's next in line to be betrothed to the king. Abidna came, saw Alisa, fell in love with her, and Abidna is a very stubborn king, so he could never be told otherwise. He insisted on marrying Alisa, and he did. Olokun, on the other hand, despises Alisa till today. But that's a story for another day. So Alisa moved over to Atlantia, but unfortunately their marriage has not been blessed by Olodumare with a king. Now when Alisa moved, now this brings me to my third character, Guardian. In Kwigiri, when a royal child, be the prince or princess, reaches the age of 12, you are appointed 12 maidens. Now, these maidens are about the same age as you, and for a prince, it's something similar to bodyguards. Yeah, Abidna has king guards as well. I'm going to go further into that when we speak about the kingdom in the next video. Guardian was one of the maidens appointed to Alisa. Now, because of Alisa's different feature to the general population of Kwigiri, she was often teased, in places and times. And Guardian, her name isn't really Guardian. I'm not going to go into her name yet, but she earned the name Guardian because she would defend Alisa with her life. She would jump in front of anyone who tries to make fun of Alisa. She would dive in and, defend Alisa. So she and Alisa got really close. She was more than just a maiden to Alisa. She was a friend. So when Alisa got married and moved, she moved with Alisa. And now, when Alisa was told about the prophecy of a child to be born to human and Orisha, Alisa assumed the position of modern-day Tinder, hooking up popular Orisha homes with humans and, trying to unite them in birth, hoping that one of them would give birth to the child of promise. When a human and Orisha meet and have intercourse, they give birth to twins. Now, these twins are usually called Idaji. Idaji in the Yoruba word is half. So, Idaji Orisha, half human. That's what they're called. So, when these children are born, Alisa sends Guardian to go fetch the baby. The babies are then brought to Atlantica, where they are raised to their full potential. So, these three characters are all I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You can turn the notification on so you can be the first to know when I drop new content. And if you like what we do here, Sanmi Crown Comics is about bringing African heroes, creating African heroes that our African youth and kids can relate to. And we also hope to educate and, pass information about the African history that's lost to the world. We hope to share the knowledge with you. So if you love what we do here and you want to support us, please email me. And if you want to sponsor or invest in the vision and you want to partner with us in any way, kindly email charles@sanmicrownstudio.co.za. We really look forward to hearing from you and would appreciate your support. Alright, thank you so much for joining me this week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a great one.